Hello, everybody, again. Here we are on another Friday. So welcome to my class. My name is Mapuana. I am the host for today's class. If you are the kind of person who wants to create a healthy lifestyle by making simple changes, then you're in the right place. Creating a healthy lifestyle takes time, right? And so every Friday, that's why we make the time to show up here on Zoom to connect with like-minded people. So we connect with other like-minded people who want to create healthy lifestyles, and we help each other change unhealthy habits and create new ones. So welcome to our Zoom, and thank you so much for taking the time to be here. My intention for this class is to reveal the research from Doterra that is all about our Serenity sleep system. So I'm curious to know right off the bat, drop a 1 in the chat if you have tried the Serenity sleep system. Now, this is not just one product. It's actually 3 products together that work to help people get more sleep, get better sleep, and better results, wake up energized and that kind of thing, right? So, as dramatic as it sounds, sleep deprivation can be fatal. Without sleep, a host of bodily functions begin to crash. Getting inadequate sleep over time raises your risk for chronic health problems. It affects how well you think, react, work, learn, and get along with others. It affects your hormones and your reproductive system, your heart and circulatory system, your metabolism, your emotional response, your respiration, and even immune function. The good news is that because sleep has such a broad and comprehensive impact on our health, getting adequate quantity and quality of rest will support improvements in all of those areas. So when we work on one thing, we could affect a whole lot of other things in our body. The way you feel when you are awake is actually all about what's happening when you're not awake. During sleep, your body is working to support healthy brain function and maintain your physical health. So here's a link to a sleep course that I'm going to drop in the chat. I hope that you were able to click on it and save that information so you can do some further research after this class. It's going to help you delve into the science of sleep and learn about sleep hygiene and how to incorporate the system, the doTERRA Serenity sleep system, into your nighttime routine. So let me see if this is going to work, okay? Because I've already got it copied. And if somebody could click on that and then let me know that it is working, that would be great. All righty. So now before I jump into the research, let's just review a few points, okay? Most of us know that during sleep, your body is hard at work at rebuilding and repairing itself, right? It's mending blood vessels, balancing hormones, and maintaining or even boosting the immune system. Your brain processes the events of the day and it prepares itself for another day of learning. If you miss out on sleep, you don't give your brain the ample time to refresh or clear away waste products, ultimately making it more difficult to function properly the next day. So just as your mind processes information while you sleep, giving your body a break during rest will help major body system functions improve. When you cut the rest process short, your body cannot properly recuperate, which is going to cause problems in the long run, right? Sleep even impacts apoptosis of cells, helping them adhere to a normal life cycle. Now, sleep has links to your emotional and your social intelligence as well. For example, someone who doesn't get adequate sleep is more likely to have issues recognizing other people's emotions and expressions. A 2022 study investigating the relationship between sleep quality, sleep duration, and the emotional intelligence found people who routinely experienced higher quality and quantity of sleep tended to perceive themselves as having better emotional intelligence, such as doing well in social interactions, maintaining relationships, feeling positive, and get this, controlling impulses. A 2015 study focused on children and found their sleep patterns could directly impact behavior and academic performance. And we all know that to be true, right? The amount of quality sleep you get can even impact body weight. Did you know that? A 2018 study suggests people who regularly sleep under 7 hours are more likely to have a higher body mass index than those who sleep more. So there's a lot of research outside of doTERRA on how important sleep really is. But the most interesting research to me personally is actually how sleep helps clear out a toxic protein from the brain called beta amyloid, which may otherwise build up and interfere with cognitive function as we age. So has anybody here ever heard of glymphatics? I know you've heard of the lymphatic system, but the glymphatic system is a recently discovered macroscopic waste clearance system of the brain. So it's a cleansing system for the brain. Interestingly enough, the glymphatic system functions mainly during sleep and is largely disengaged when we are awake. So yet another reason to be concerned with the quality and quantity of our sleep. Okay, so are you ready to see the results from the doTERRA sleep study? I'm going to share my screen and read a little bit of things and we're going to talk about it, okay? This was a 6-week study done by the researchers and scientists at doTERRA. And let me just organize a couple things here. Wait, let me stop screen and then pull that down. So again, this was a 6-week study on the system, all 3 products, right? And this is on their blog, their science blog, so you could review it if you want to. And it is listed under epigenetic research. And the reason why is because their study actually moved certain biomarkers and rhythmic clocks back. And I'll get into that as we cover the study. So can you see the screen? Everybody see the screen up there?
Not the full screen.
Yeah, I know what's happening. Hold on just a second. Okay, maybe this will work. So I know my invitation said watch the replay with Dr. O and Dr. Nicole Stevens. A couple of weeks ago, they had created a video or a Zoom link for leaders in doTERRA, and they presented their findings. Well, I did not know that that video was not going to be available for us to watch before I made the invite and scheduled this class. However, we do have the research here on the blog to go through. So can you see this now, Mentha?
I can see it.
Okay, cool. So participants stated that sleep was improved and they woke up refreshed. They also noted quality of life was improved. They were able to up their physical activity during the day, and they found decreased inflammatory markers. Okay, so all three items of the sleep system contain lavender. So you have the oil, you have the stick that also has the valerian root in it, and then you have the soft gels, which have tart cherry in it, which is a natural source of melatonin, which helps the body to relax and get ready to sleep. Now, each participant was instructed to wear a fitness tracker to measure different body biomarkers. Researchers also collected blood samples before and after the study to analyze a baseline and an endpoint for genome-wide methylation patterns. What that means is they were looking for gene expression that was increased or decreased, okay? So participants were divided into two categories, regular sleepers and irregular sleepers. Regular sleepers were defined as participants whose bedtimes and wake times varied 2 hours or fewer and who went to bed before midnight. So regular sleepers before midnight. Irregular sleepers were defined as participants whose bedtimes and wake times varied by more than 2 hours and who went to bed after midnight, okay? So the doTERRA sleep system provided this information. There were changes in patient myelination status over the course of the study. 94 genes were found to have changed to have a statistically significant degree. Both regular and irregular sleepers saw an increase in memory cells. So lots of great information was found. They're super excited because this kind of research hasn't been done yet. And sleep disorders are off the chart. We're going to go into some of those statistics, okay? So the participants also demonstrated improvement in sleep and functional outcomes. And then here you go is the doTERRA sleep biological age. So we've heard things about biological age, right? The doTERRA sleep system impacted markers. And unlike chronological age, which is the number of years that you've been alive, biological age is modifiable. Lifestyle factors, right, make a big difference. So while you can't change how old you are, you may be able to slow the signs of aging. And here are the study results that I'm going to read out, okay? The study noted that there's a significant decrease in blood age markers in regular sleepers by 1.84 years. So remember that biological clock going backward. This was not found in irregular sleepers. The second point there, a significant decrease in brain age markers in regular sleepers by 7.05. And this was also seen in irregular sleepers by 5.74. So it helped both categories. The third point there, a significant decrease in inflammatory markers in regular sleepers by 3 years. So they're gaining time and becoming healthier. This was also seen in irregular sleepers by 2.37 years, so not as much time, but still some. The next point, a significant decrease in immune age markers in regular sleepers by 3.86 years. This was not seen in irregular sleepers. So you can see that some biomarkers were affected and others were not. And the last point there, a significant decrease in metabolic age markers in regular sleepers by 4.45 years. And this was also seen in irregular sleepers by 3.48 years. So those are some really exciting statistics to be aware of when it comes to our sleep system, the doTERRA sleep system. But what does this all really mean? Well, it means that we have hope. We have products that can help ourselves and our family members and our friends when it comes to this specific health concern. Sleep issues are widespread over many age groups, children, adults, seniors, right? There are an estimated 50 to 70 million Americans currently suffering from a sleep disorder. Insomnia affects approximately 1 in 3 adults. And drop a number 2 in the chat if you know of anybody who has sleep apnea and wears one of those machines, right? More than a third of Americans report getting less than 7 hours of sleep in a 24-hour period. So here's how you want to use the system. This is just one way that is recommended in the sleep course, okay? 30 minutes before you go into bed, start diffusing the essential oil in your bedroom. Okay, you're setting the atmosphere. This is part of sleep hygiene. Then, after you brush your teeth and wash your face, or perhaps you take a shower in the evening time and you're ready to crawl into bed, use the Serenity stick on your neck and your pulse points. And then take 1 to 2 Serenity soft gels with any other supplements that you take at night before you go to sleep. Take your time, enjoy the process, and mentally slow your nervous system down intentionally on purpose. Because now we have all the research, we have proof that shows that our Serenity sleep system can turn back certain biological clocks and improve our health, both physically and mentally. So I'm going to open it up for questions, comments, or any personal experiences that anyone might want to share with the Serenity sleep system. Anyone? Questions?
I'll go. So I didn't get to see the sleep thing with Dr. Riggs, but I did buy the kit and immediately started using it because I was at convention and I got the instructions there. So the Shinrin Yoku with the Serenity oil, I have extreme insomnia. I was the girl that slept 4 to 6 hours. I woke up, and if I had to go pee, it was all over with. At 2 o'clock in the morning, I was going to be awake until about 4. So no more. No more is it like that. It's a very rare thing that I cannot sleep all night long. I keep my Serenity sleep stick in my pillowcase. I pull it out. I put it on the bottom of my feet. I put it on my chest, and I swipe it across my nose so it'll go into my olfactory and shut my brain down. I swipe it right there across my lip, and it's wonderful. It has totally changed my life. And at 2 o'clock in the morning, I reapply and I go back out. It's wonderful. And the Shinrin really does make a huge difference.
Wow, thank you so much for sharing that experience, Sherry. That's powerful when you hear people who have benefited from the product, right? I've never heard of anybody doing it across the lips, so I will try that because sometimes when I get up in the middle of the night to go to the restroom, it is hard to go back to sleep, right? So that's a really good trick. Thank you for sharing that. I know that in the beginning when I first got the kit, I took one soft gel. Was it working? Yes. 2 is the sweet spot for me, and occasionally I use 3 or 4, depending upon the stress. Nalani, you have your hand up?
Hi. Yeah, I was curious if you can talk about the difference between the oil and the stick.
Sure. So the oil can be used topically as well, but they suggest using that in the diffuser 30 minutes before you go to bed. The stick is a topical application and it includes valerian root inside. Smells really, really good, but those are some of the differences. Anybody else want to chime in on answering that question? Ah, Crystal says, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry, my dog, my dog behind me." She said, "Did you give your dog some of the sleeping? Did you give any to your dog behind you sleeping on the bed?" Sorry, he's Sherry says she takes 1 adaptive and 1 Copaiba and 2 Serenity soft gels before bed. Yes, those of us who have been in doTERRA for a long time also take other supplements at night. I also take Terrazyme at nighttime too. But if you need extra help to relax, some people take an adaptive soft gel like an hour before they go to sleep, and then they take the Serenity soft gels right before they go to sleep. It's pretty powerful stuff. I absolutely love it. And all 3 together only cost $66. So that's pretty affordable when you look at how much other supplements are when people are looking for help with sleep. Love, love, love that. Anyone else have any questions or want to share?
I'll share something else too. For
Mhm.
nap time, I have a 4-year-old grandbaby. I watch her every Thursday. It goes on the bottom of her feet and down her spine, and we do her neck, and I let her smell it. And she'll lay down, and within about 15 minutes, she's asleep for nap time. She sleeps about an hour, sometimes 2 hours. She's up and ready to go again. It works wonderful for nap time.
I love that. Nap time. That's a good reminder. I don't have access to little kids anymore, so I've never experimented with it on little ones. Nalani, you still have your hand up?
Yeah, it is the stick safe for kids?
Yes. Uh-huh. Even safe for babies. So you could rub it on the bottom of their feet. You could rub it on their chest. You could rub it on their hairline or on their forehead, or even right, like Sherry was saying, right across the top or the bottom of the nose. Did you have anything else you wanted to ask, Nalani?
Oh no, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Crystal, you have your hand up?
Well, I wanted to say that according to the information that you just shared with us, I would be considered an irregular sleeper and somebody who's suffered with insomnia for many years. And a couple years ago, when I tried this Serenity soft gels, mind you, I had already been or tried at least 5 different sleep medications, not supplements, but prescription medications for sleep. And when I switched, got off of all of those medications and tried the Serenity soft gels, it was the first time I could ever sleep well with no side effects. There wasn't this grogginess when I woke up in the morning. I got deep quality sleep where I was dreaming vivid dreams, not terrible dreams, just I woke up and remembered that I was dreaming. So I know that I was achieving the REM sleep and it was really life changing for me. Now, I haven't tried um, the whole sleep kit, but I'm looking forward to trying that.
Yes, with the addition of the valerian root sleep stick, it really balances things out. I used to use just the oil and the soft gels, but when I added the stick, it just takes it down another notch, another level. And I could imagine that it would be wonderful for children. Now that Sherry mentioned that, I think it would be a good addition to children. Now you can purchase the items separately or you could purchase it as a kit. I don't remember exactly how much the items cost separately. I only remember how much the kit is. In fact, they might be out of stock and they were going to be releasing it again as a kit in the middle of this month. So I'm hoping that it is available in the back office now. If you haven't had the opportunity to try it, please add it to your LRP and use that to help you benefit in this way as well. So, all right, well, that's it for today. We are almost at our time. I am going to do the raffle and then announce the subject of our classes for the next 2 weeks. Our raffle, I am giving away a small bottle, 5 ml bottle of lavender. Somebody unmute themselves and tell me how they use lavender.
For ear infections or to support healthy ear function.
For bug bites and rashes and anything inflammatory, inflamed.
What are we gonna do?
Yeah,
Allergies.
eczema.
For stress.
There you go. Love you people. Everybody's unmuting and saying how they use lavender. You could really never have too much lavender, so I hope somebody really appreciates this 5 ml bottle. Jennifer, can you give me a number between 1 and 16, please?
Yes. Let's go with 11.
Okay. 9, 10, 11. All righty, the winner is Crystal Morales. Congratulations. I will be
Wow,
sending
thank you.
You're welcome. I'll be sending this out to you later on tonight. Okay, so look for it in your mail in the next week or so. So let's wrap it up with the announcement of what our next 2 classes will be. Next week, Friday, please come back. I'm teaching a brand new class entitled Oils in the Bible. It's my first time ever. I'm so excited to teach it on Zoom. And then in May, I'm going to be teaching it in person at a builder's house in Texas. So that'll be cool. Oils in the Bible. And then the last week of April, I hope we get a big turnout for this class because we're addressing nurturing neurodiversity. So all things ADD, ADHD with children as well as adults. And we have a guest speaker presenting. This is Millie Hensley's time to shine. She'll be sharing her experience with her child and her husband, as well as giving out special recipes that people could use to deal with those issues. So again, thank you so much for attending another Friday class. I appreciate you so much. Continue to oil up and have a great weekend. Bye-bye, everybody.
Thanks,
Bye.
my boo.
Thank you. It was great.